up, everybody? I just got up, literally washed my face. Um, I received the news about an icon, a legend in this business, a beautiful mother and wife, radio show host, artist, and well, I'm trying not to, break down because I've been bombarded with like messages and stuff about Tracy Braxton that she passed away, and due to complications of battling with cancer. And if you all can remember, a couple of maybe a year or so ago, you saw a picture of her weight loss. And I'm not going to like show the picture. I'm going to show her how we knew her, like the picture you see on the screen right now. Um, many people was making fun, like, say, "Oh my gosh, what's wrong?" And I was, hearing rumors, that she have cancer and that she's battling with cancer, and those were the rumors. And I was, hearing rumors. Hold on one second. Those were the rumors that she was battling with cancer, and I didn't cover it. I didn't go and try to drag because I really like Traci Braxton. Tracy was one of my favorite Braxtons, and I remember we sent an email to her team for her to come on our show, and they said she'll come on right after the holidays, and that was like back in 2019. I can't remember the exact year, but I remember they sent us email back and said after the holidays, she can come on your show because she was one of my favorite Braxtons. Her album, many people don't know that she released an album. I'm gonna give y'all the name of the album right quick, so y'all can definitely go stream that. And of course, on Station Head, we definitely going to be paying homage to her. On Station Head, one of my favorite songs of her is Last Call. She released an album back in 2018 called On Earth, but the album that I liked was my favorite was back in 2014. Crash and Burn was like one of my favorite albums of Traci Braxton. So she was like one of my favorite, Braxtons. And if you all can remember, her and Tamar were going back and forth because they said, "Oh my God, Tracy, you should get a Grammy for your album." And then Tamar said, "Well, would they be giving out Grammy for people that's doing auto tuning?" And so they have their little tip and tap. But Tracy have always, I feel like, the strong one. She was extremely funny. I remember when the sisters had problems with their contract with the company that they were doing their show with, the network, and all of the sisters, including the mother, they went on a protest. But Tracy said, "No, I have a financial obligation to go through." She was the only Tracy that continued to do the show that one particular season, and they shot the show with her friends, and they shot the show with her, and all of that. And it was just amazing how, she carried that show on. And yeah, I was just speaking about, Traci Braxton last week. I was just talking about how I like Traci Braxton, and to see that she left. With this death, taught me, as many other deaths, that we only have a limited time here on earth. And whatever you debating about doing, whatever you talking about doing, you should do, because she was only 50 years old. We only have a small amount of time on this planet. So my advice to people is to do what you got to do. Don't don't push it like, "Oh my gosh, I got all this time. I could do it in the next 30, 40, 50 years." You may not be here for the next 30 to 40, 50 years. This being on earth is very limited. And I just wanted to let everybody know that I was on the phone with someone that's grieving because they lost somebody in their family, and they were saying that to me. And when I got on the phone with her, I said, "That's exactly right. You're only on this earth for a small amount of time, and being on this earth for a small amount of time, you have to understand that you have to be kind." And I'm praying for the Braxtons, praying for them as they grieve their sister's death. I read the reports that the family was surrounded by her, and that's just an amazing sight. Me working in healthcare, I had the privilege of working with people on hospice care. And if you don't know what hospice care is when You know got about 6 months left to live, and you're in this hospice care. You get special workers, you get special attention in hospice care that you know that you about to pass. And so I had the pleasure of working in hospice care, and I saw when the family member get ready to pass, and I see the family surrounding them, and I see when they give the last words. And I've been in a room. I even have clean many bodies of people that have passed away. And I said, and when I left there, that was another example of me getting closer with my family, because I said, you want to be surrounded when it's your time to go. You want to be surrounded with your loved ones. And I've been in a room of people surrounded with their loved ones. And then I also, been in a room. I was the only one that was in the room before the person passed away, because they didn't get along with their family, or their family didn't get along with them. So it's very important to be with your family. It's very important to be kind, because you don't know when your time is going to end. You just do not know when the time is going to come when you're not going to be here. And so hearing this news about Traci, just a reminder of people is to call that sister you never talked to in a while. Call that brother you haven't talked to in a while. Call your mama that y'all had a massive argument, but y'all haven't talked in decades. Pick up the phone and call, because you don't want your loved ones to pass on and you didn't get a chance to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Call that son and that daughter that you didn't talk to. You had a bad breakup or bad understanding, and y'all was arguing. Call that person, because you don't know where you're going. And let me see if I can bring up the TMZ story here, because I know y'all have been bombarding me with the stories here. So give me a second. I'm going to read it to y'all. Then we will open up the phone lines. You guys, I can't be on the phone lines too long. I have somewhere to go. So this going to be very limited. So I have somewhere to go. So if you want to call in, I will open up the phone lines after I read this TMZ story here about Traci Braxton. Keep your comments brief, because I have somewhere to go. So I can open it up the lines for about 10 to 15 minutes. So if you do want to call in, I will have it. It will have to be brief. Okay. It said right here that Traci Braxton dead at 50 from cancer. They said, remember Traci Braxton? They said Tony Braxton took to Instagram and penned a heartfelt message saying, "It is with almost regret that we inform you of the passing of our sister, Traci. Needless to say, she was a bright light, a wonderful daughter, an amazing sister, a loving mother, wife, grandmother, and a respected reformer. We will miss her dearly." And there you go. And that is what she said. We miss her dearly. Traci passed this morning as the snow was falling. Our angel is now our snowflake. We actually respect our privacy as we send her home with love and celebrating her life. We love her forever. Love, the Braxton family. Traci Braxton, the sister of Tony Braxton, have died. TMZ have learned. Traci husband Kevin tell TMZ, "We have come to time where we must inform the public that after a year of privately undergoing a series of treatment, I don't know what kind of cancer, ESOPHAGEAL cancer, our beloved Traci Braxton have gone on to glory. We told Traci's sisters, mom, and friends was by her side when she passed." Traci appeared on Braxton Family Values. She was an actress best known for Sinners Wanted. She also appeared in There's a Stranger in My House. She recorded a hit song, Last Call, that rose to 16 on the Billboard Hot 100. She recorded Broken Things, featuring her sisters, Toni, Tawanda, and Trina. As you know, Traci has famous sisters, Toni, Tawanda, Tamar, and Trina. The family has experienced other recent tragedy. Her niece, Lauren Braxton, died from heroin and fentanyl OD back in 2019 at the age of 24. The last time we saw Traci, she was joking and laughing with our cameras on the streets in April 2019. Traci leaves a husband, Kevin, and a child. She was 50. Rest in peace. Wow. That's something. So I don't, so I'm gonna open up the phone lines. I'm definitely gonna share it. Listen, I remember we reached out to Traci. I think it was back in 2019. We reached out to her team and they responded to us. They said, after the holidays, she'll come on your show. And she never came on. Many of y'all don't know. We had actually interviewed Trina Braxton. We brought Trina Braxton on our show when we first, like back in 2012, around that time, we had interviewed her. It was an amazing feeling. So if you all want to call in, I will open up the phone lines. Again, I can't be on here too long. I do have to go somewhere, so I won't be on here too long, but I will allow you all to call in. And then later on today, tonight, we will be playing Traci Braxton hit songs. And we will be doing that later on tonight. So if y'all in the building, we will definitely be paying homage to Traci Braxton on our Station Head show. So if you are available for that, you are definitely more than welcome to tune in for that. But I definitely am, sad right now and have things to do, and I don't want this on my mind, but it's going to be on my mind because I love Traci. I was a fan. I was a fan of her work, and I felt like many people didn't know that she was a serious artist, and I liked her music. I liked some of her songs. I'm definitely going to miss her. So we're gonna open up these phone lines.
Your show now, press 1.
Your show is scheduled to start in 37 seconds.
Okay, we got 37 seconds. The number 646-716-8447. The number is 646-716-8447. Give me a second. I am going to put the number on here so you all can definitely call in. Call in and see about it. Okay, I knew Tony and Tamar. A lot of people probably did not know her, but she was very such an.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
And I also want to share this. For a long time, Traci didn't really get along with her sisters like this because she felt like they did her wrong. Because when originally the Braxtons, the sisters, outside of Tony, was signed to a record deal, and because Traci was pregnant, she wasn't able to sign with the sisters, and she kind of like felt some resentment for that. So they kind of like all that played out on the show as well, because she was upset about that her sisters went on and did this recording contract, and she kind of felt like she was left behind. She also felt like she felt like the sister didn't really treat her with the utmost respect. That's how she felt. That's how it played out on the show. I heard years later, they rekindled that and they became the best of friends as sisters. So I'm just letting y'all know that. 6268, call you on there.
Yes, Wiley, it is a very sad day. I just thank God that she was able to make peace with her beautiful family. And I just thank God when she was a young child, she chose life for her son. Imagine if she would have chose fame and fortune over her baby, she wouldn't have Precious King alive for her legacy. She's a queen. She's an example of a queen. The love that she gives people, even to strangers, she's definitely an angel. I just want to thank God that she had someone by her side. And because, there's a lot of people, including myself, that's going to go down with not forgiving their family, and I'm just glad that she had the opportunity. But as a queen, she showed me an example. Thank you, Wally.
Thank you so very much.
You got to go. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for calling in. We want to give a shout out to all the people that are here that are giving their condolences. We also want to say a special shout out to her family. Also, too, if anybody else want to call in, you're more than welcome to call in. Give me a second. The number is 646-716-8447. All right. Hold on one second. I'm just updating my Instagram here. All right. Give me a second here. I'm updating my Instagram because y'all have just been bombarding me with the story here, and definitely doing it right there. But like again, she it's really sad. Like I'm like really like holding back my emotions here. Um, but it just show you that time is so limited. You know what I'm saying? Time is a limited place, right? You're not going to be on this in this earthly um place for a long time. So this just taught me that it's very limited. So thank you so very much for the support. I just looked at it. My family, when I just found out my father, I just found him on, ancestry.com, and he was talking about his sisters. I lost both my aunts to cancer, and I lost my grandmother, which was my father's side, his mother, to cancer. And we was having that, and that was the first and only conversation I had with my father, and he was talking about how he was grieving and how he's the only sibling left out of that out of his immediate family. And it's quite sad because cancer have killed off a lot of people. Is very aggressive for people to go through that. I have taken care of many people that were diagnosed with cancer. I've been in those rooms. I've been there when the doctor telling the family that your loved one had passed away. I've been there. I've been in those spaces, and that was another thing why I didn't really want to continue to work in healthcare, because you see death, on a regular. You see it on a regular, and it's hurtful to see it. So I definitely am. I am sending my condolences to Tamar, to Tracy, to Tawanda, to Tony, to her mother, because that's not a good feeling to lose a child. It had to be very rough. I know my grandmother, she lost her son on last year, which that was my uncle, and she broke down in tears about it. So the next caller, 7534.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hi, Wiley. How you doing this today?
Oh, a little down with the news about Traci, but I'm here.
Me too. And that's why I was calling in. I wanted to say, my prayers and thoughts and condolences go out to the family. I had a sister die of breast cancer at the age of 42. And it's a hard thing. It's a hard thing to watch your loved ones die of cancer like that. I'm sorry, please forgive me. But my prayers really go out, because to see your sister die like that, it's really hard to swallow. And I watched my sister die. And the last thing she said to me was, why did this have to happen to me? And I did not know what to say. And so I understand, and I know the feeling of what the family is going through, and my prayers just go out to them. And I really love Traci. I'm really gonna miss her. She was my favorite.
Yeah, she was my favorite too. And she always let her sisters have it when she sees some bull going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
She was like one of my favorite people on the show, and she didn't play no games at all. She's one of those.
She didn't. No, she didn't.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that you're gonna do that. Contribute to her.
Yeah,
tonight.
we definitely gonna do that. We definitely gonna do that. Contribute tonight, just to show people her talent and stuff like that. Because, like I said, she was like one of my, you know what I'm saying, one of my favorite, one of my favorite sisters. I interviewed Trina, and then I had reached out to Traci because she was on radio, she was on music. I said, I would love to just interview Traci, because so many people was like, oh, Tamar my favorite, Tony my favorite. But no, my favorites were Traci and like Trina. Those two was like my favorite out of the group. And when I saw the picture, and this is why it's so not good to make fun of people when you see a picture of someone losing weight. Many people like
I saw the picture.
they were talking about her, and I can see that she was sick. And they did the same thing to
Me too.
Chaz. What's the Chaz Bowman, the actor
Yeah.
on Black Panther? When you saw him,
Another amazing actor.
when he
And
lost all that weight.
And he was very strong because no one knew he was that sick, and he was still making movies. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He was you're exactly right. He was still out there making movies. Yeah. Yeah.
He's
So
a strong brother.
absolutely. Yeah. And that's why, when you don't get along with your loved ones, that's why it's good to just push that BS aside and talk to your people to become close, because you never know when you're gonna get that phone call, when you're gonna get that information that your loved one is dying, or if your loved one have passed away. You don't want to be living
That's true.
like you didn't like your sister. You weren't talking to, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's gonna eat you up.
Yes, because I tell that to my children and grandchildren now, and my nieces and nephews. I tell them the same thing. Everyone can agree to disagree. That don't mean you have to have an attitude because someone doesn't believe the same thing that you believe.
Facts.
And y'all just need to forgive and just move on.
I agree.
But anyway, I'm going to let you go because I know
you.
you said that you have somewhere to go, and I want other callers to have a chance to call in.
All right, thank you.
But thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you for the update.
Thank you. No problem. Thank you so much for calling in. All right. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye-bye. So the people that are just calling in here, let me pull. I already read Tony tweets, but people are like sending me her tweets. I was like, I already read it, but I will pull it up on screen so y'all can see her tweets. If you're calling in, this is the time to do so. We can only stay on for about another 5 or 10 minutes because I have somewhere to go. Give me a second. Let me, where are we at? I can pull up the tweets here of Tony Braxton. Let me go and see where's the tweets at. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, I already read her tweets. Okay, I already read that. That was on TMZ. Okay, I read that already. All right, give me a second here. Okay, thank you so very much for the callers. Definitely praying. Imagine being mad at a family member and they passed away without you all making up. That was another thing why I wanted to make up with my mother, because we wasn't close at one moment. One moment that I wasn't calling her, I wasn't talking to her, and it was a while. And it was a while since she seen me physically. And then I would hear that she was in a hospital and I didn't care, didn't check up on her at all. And I really had to sit down. I said, what if I get that phone call and say that she passed away, And that kind of like made me become better, a better son. And so I make sure that I try to call her every day, because you never know when you're gonna get that phone call. And you don't want to get a phone call saying your loved one is gone, and that was a sister or brother or the mother or cousin or uncle or aunt or cousin that you didn't talk to, that you were going back and forth with. So it's a good feeling to talk to them. It's a great feeling to get on the phone to talk to your loved one. So I definitely want to say shout out to the Braxton family, and definitely that we are praying. So I'm gonna read a couple of y'all comments here. Some people nasty even on their deathbed. I hope they repent before they last breath. It's so sad. No matter who died, my mother is nasty. She is 79 and still being problematic. I've seen people that was problematic. You're right. Yes, it's best to stay true to each other. I fight hard with my sisters at time. However, we do not hold malice against each other. We usually just disagree on matters, usually about nothing. Another comment here, they said we need to find out what's going on with Roland Ray and give him his flowers too. I'm telling you all. And the last time I heard about Roland Ray is that he was on ICU. And speaking about Roland Ray, where's the celebrities at? I know Cardi B called out and said, have y'all heard about Roland Ray? But I'm like, did you use your power to get a person to find out? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try again and call that hospital that I knew that he was at to get an update. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know any of his family members. Like if I knew like a family member of Roland Ray, I would be reaching out to them, but I don't know his family members. I don't know his brothers. But what I'm gonna do is, because I reached out to Kyle from the neighborhood talk, because I know he gets on stuff, and I said, hey man, have you heard from Roland Ray? And he was like, no, I haven't heard from Roland Ray. So I don't know. The last time I heard, he said he was battling with the Rona, and he said and his immune system can't fight it off. And the last time I heard that he was in ICU, I remember I called the hospital, and that's what they kind of like related to me, because I know his real name, and I'm gonna call again on Monday to see if I can get some updated information. So we definitely gonna check that out and do it and see if he's okay. I don't know his. They kept saying his boyfriend. I don't know the boyfriend information. I don't know at all and stuff. So we definitely going to see how he's doing, because I haven't heard anything about him at all. We definitely going to keep an eye on that. Thank y'all so very much. I'm going to go and close the show out. I just want to say thank you so very much for tuning in. Also, too, on Monday evening, we're going to play Kanye West album. We're gonna play his album. So Monday evening, I want y'all to come join us. We're gonna play that. And that's going to be 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. There we're going to play Kanye West album. That's going to be on Monday, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. And if you're on the West Coast, it's 5 o'clock. So if you want to listen to this album, a listening party for that, we're going to do that. And then tonight, whenever I get back home tonight, we're going to play some Traci Braxton music. And we're going to play that tonight. We're going to play tribute to Traci Braxton tonight. So if you're in the building, we're going to play some music of Traci Braxton tonight. So that's going to be tonight. And then, of course, we're going to talk about, Dwight Howard's son. We're going to talk about all of that. So that's going to be tonight. So whenever I get back in the house, that'll be tonight. So I highly suggest you follow me on stationhead.com/The Wiley Show, because you do get notified, because they do notify y'all over there. Once I send a message out, people notify me. So if you're not following me on Station, click that follow button so you get notified. Okay. But tonight we will be paying homage to Traci Braxton, and we're going to be talking about Dwight Howard's son. We're going to talk about that as well, because I didn't get a chance to talk about it yesterday. We're going to talk about that tonight. So thank y'all so very much, and make sure y'all subscribe to the show. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all thumbs up. Gotta go. I wish I could be on here for a whole 3 hours and just really dive in and talk about it. And if we get any updated information, I don't know, because I do want to attend her funerals. I don't know if it's going to be public. I don't know if they're going to do like a public viewing or not. They're probably going to have it private. So for the people that just joining in, Traci Braxton have passed away. And that was announced today on social media. So it was been confirmed by the family, also confirmed by TMZ. So if you all did not get a chance to know about that, it have been all out there on the media. So we definitely ask that you keep the Braxton sisters in your prayers, her mother, her niece, her nephews, her cousins, the entire family, her father, her entire family in prayer. So definitely this is a hard one. So we want to say thank you all so very much, and we will see y'all in the next live. Thank you.